Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thursday morning, Rich here on the 24th day of January, and the storm system that brought the drenching rains is now departing the state. Well, this location here, I've had about just shy of 1.5 inches of rain. And remember yesterday morning, you and I were talking that this storm system could bring about 1.5 inches of rain. So that verified. Well, some of you watching this video heard tornado sirens last night again. Well, now colder air flooding in just in time for the weekend. I have the weekend forecast numbers updated. We'll look ahead to next week. Another storm system. What will that bring to Alabama? And how many weeks have I been telling you that before the end of this month, before the end of January, some ridiculously cold air was going to be entering the country and heading south? There's new evidence about that this morning. This first map shows you how much rain we got. A lot of us had 1.5 to 2 inches. I see some 2 to 3 inch amounts just northwest of Montgomery, 3 to 4 inch amounts from Selma to Clanton. So, yeah, this was quite a drenching situation. We're going to have to watch the rivers again over the next few days. So cold front number 1 by noon today is down in Florida. Cold front number 2 is around Little Rock, Arkansas, heading this way. And cold front number 2 makes it into North Alabama as we get into midnight tonight. So a breezy, colder day today. I think we're only in the upper 40s. I think we failed to reach 50 with northwest winds at 10 to 20, making it seem colder. Down to 30 for a low tonight. And at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, that secondary cold front has already made it into southeast Alabama. So look for sunshine, but a cold day tomorrow. Temperatures only in the 40s for a high temperature. And then we're headed for the 20s. Friday night, Saturday morning, I see some mid-20s perhaps, central Alabama, upper 20s in south Alabama. This is Saturday, a cold day, but a chilly day. High temperatures, maybe the low 50s for a high. Sunday, I think we're in between storm systems. One storm is moving into Florida, and fortunately, that's going to miss us. On Monday, a mostly sunny day with high pressure in control, but we see a front approaching, and by Tuesday noon, here comes a front that brings rain on one side of the front and maybe a little bit of snow on the other side. It remains to be seen how that will play out, but that's Tuesday, 6 p.m., showing a little snow on the very back end of that. So we got 47 for a high Friday, a chilly day, in the 20s, maybe mid-20s Saturday morning with highs in the lower 50s, mid-50s Sunday, upper 50s on Monday, and then a chance of rain on Tuesday, a cold rain at that, and then colder by the middle of next week. In fact, how much colder? Well, it looks like a shot of really frigid air is coming into the nation next week and heading on southward. Just to give you a sample of how cold we're talking, I see some, these are actual lows on Thursday the 31st. I see some single digits, North Alabama, below zero just north of the border. You go up to Chicago, I see minus 25, minus 30. That's not wind chill, that's actual lows. And for a couple of 2 or 3 days, and wind chill factors maybe 50 below zero up that way. Winter is coming to the United States. Hey, I do a weather extra on CBS 8 and ABC 32 every Thursday night on the early newscast and the 10 o'clock newscast on CBS 8 and ABC 32. Tonight we're talking about advancements in radar and satellite. That tornado on Saturday in Wetumpka clearly showed up on the velocity scan on Doppler radar, and that saved lives. We'll talk about these advancements tonight. Join us on TV. And by the way, we'll also be on this morning at 5:50 a.m. and 6:40 on CBS 8 and ABC 32. Live on the radio from 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1. Your forecast whenever you want it across the dial on the entire Blue Water family of stations 256 times a day. And another video for you first thing tomorrow morning at 4:45. Bundle up today. It's going to be a blustery day. I'll see you later.
Rich Thomas Weather.